The next thing I wanted to talk to you about was when the show started, you guys had a short order for sort of the first season or semi-season, and I, as a TV fan, I felt kind of.
Again, you know, if we hadn't had Amy, we would have had a longer order.
Yeah. She kind of screwed us there,
I
didn't
really
she?
screwed everything up.
I felt kind of bad because I felt like it was interrupting your momentum, and now you've come back with this just absolutely incredible second season. It's been stellar, and it's been so funny. And one of the hardest things to do in television is consistency, and you guys are consistently funny and consistently sharp. So could you talk a little bit about that transition from that short first season to the regular size season?
Well, you know, we had 6 episodes in the first season, and you know, we sort of felt like we treated all 6 of those episodes as our pilot, in a way. And you know, it's an odd setting for a show, and it was a sort of a risky gambit, I think, to center a show around a project instead of in a specific, you know, workplace. I mean, we centered around a project, and because we wanted to get in a citizen, like a nurse from the town, and her boyfriend, her weird boyfriend, and the city planner, and you know, a bunch of different people, and it's a very character-driven show, and so we sort of thought, like, well, we'll use these whole first six episodes to just sort of set the world, and just sort of get everything, all the pieces kind of in place, and
literally, we kind of had to do that because NBC was doing a new thing where they didn't do pilots.
Yeah.
For our show. The normal production schedule is you do a pilot, and then, you know, you have months to think about it and learn what you could learn from it, and then do your first season. And our second episode was 2 weeks after our first episode. So we didn't have.
Yeah, it was a little
Was
crazy
it
at the
even
beginning.
edited? Dean, did we even see a cut of
Of the first
the
episode?
first episode before we shot the second?
No, we had not. It took we. our
What,
no,
what were we thinking?
I don't know.
That's insane.
We took right up to the air date basically to edit the first episode, and with reshoots, and I think we had 80 hours of material for the first episode, the pilot.
For the first 21 minutes.
For the first 21 minutes.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was a little nuts.
We've created another series off of that extra material.
There's
It's called-
79 hours of deleted scenes on NBC.com.
It's called So You Think You Can Dance. No, at the very beginning, we met with Morgan Sackett, who's our line producer, and we met with him, and we said we just sort of interviewed him, and we liked him, and he seemed mellow and like he wouldn't kill us in our sleep, and we hired him, not yet, and then literally there was a meeting where we sat down and we were like, okay, here's what this show is. We need you to go find a giant pit, a giant construction pit, and then we need you to also, like, you know, find a studio space and get the whole thing together, and you have like a month to do all of this stuff, and then we're shooting the second episode 2 weeks later. And it was completely insane when you really think about it.
But when we got the pit, I remember talking to the people who lived on the edge of the pit, which was the situation of Rashida Jones's character, and I was saying, what would you want to have there and stuff like that, and so, you know, there was a huge disagreement among all the neighbors about what they wanted. Somebody wanted, you know, somebody said a playground was good. Other people wanted a Whole Foods, you know. But none of them wanted us to take this flat lot and dig it out and make it an ugly hole in the ground that we threw bags of garbage in, which is what we ended up doing.
I'm sure they were even more overjoyed when there was an actor living in the pit. I'm sure that just added to the allure.
Yeah, homeless people put in there against their will.
Homeless actors are the worst. They're so dramatic about the fact that they don't have a home.
And you beat me to it because I was going to ask how you cast the pit, so let me check that one off my list.